Hey everyone, and welcome back to Remember This Tech. On today's episode, we're going to be revisiting a Xeon CPU. In fact, this one. This is the E5-2680 V4 CPU. It has 14 cores, 28 threads, a base clock of 2.4 gigahertz, and a turbo of 3.3 gigahertz. Got 35 meg cache, and it was first introduced in 2016 with a MSRP around $1,800. Now, today I picked this up for $14 off of eBay, and I'm going to be using it. My X99 Mukai motherboard I got from AliExpress. And if you haven't seen this motherboard, I tested it on a 1660 8-core 16-thread Xeon in my previous video. You can check it out here. But we're going to plop it in this board, and it's a 2011 TAC3 motherboard, X99 P4. Try to do some of the same tests that we did with the 1660 V4 and see if it performs better or worse in games. And I'm really interested to see in the performance of video rendering. So we can try to get the exact same video edit and render that clip, see if those extra cores make a difference or not. And I'm pretty sure it will. So this is kind of like the battle of lower CPU frequency, more cores versus the higher CPU frequency 1660 and less cores. You probably already think one's better than the other, but stay tuned because that's what we're going to find out in this video today. Come on, let's go! So as always, this moment of truth, after you've got the CPU installed, will this X99 P4 motherboard from Mukai accept this 14-core CPU, the Xeon 2680, or will it give me the middle finger? Let's find out. Well, we turned it on. See if we can get a video output signal. Maybe we can get into the BIOS. We are in the BIOS. Running at a cool 18C, that'll go up. This is our CPU here, 2680, 8 meg, L1. Alright, so we're good to go, right? Hyperthreading all enabled. Alright, let's boot up into Windows and do some testing. Come on, let's go! Let's try Baldur's Gate at 1080p. So Baldur's Gate at 1080p. Let's start the counter.
I've got a long road ahead. With haste. Platform's covered in rust. Must be older than bone dust.
1440p. Not bad at all. 108, 117, 94. Pretty nice. CPUs, well, you know, none of them are maxed really as far as percentage usage. And I only put up there like, you know, a few of them. And maxing out at around 2.9 gigahertz. And that is it. Well, it's running great at this resolution.
What are we looking for? Suspect's male. Was last seen on Dock 27. And they say he's a Jedi. Time to fight! What are we looking for? Suspect's male. Was last seen on Dock 27. An intruder? Can't lose, can we? Want to get a bite after I've shipped? Sure, I could go for a turbo dog. I heard they make those out of scratch. That's just a rumor. Fine. You can kill us all. Yeah, someone else take a hit. Shoot now! You're going down.
Don't let up! Son of go! You're dead!
Oh, I see. Those farming structures are built vertically to take advantage of the lower gravity on this world. Very clever.
So my final thoughts on the Xeon E5-2680 V4 14 core 28 thread CPU. Well, some of the results were surprising to me. Number one, the test with DaVinci's Resolve had almost 2 minutes slower render time for the same video clip that I rendered with the 1660 8-core CPU. And I can only imagine that that's attributable to the higher clock speed of the 1660 CPU. I don't know. I mean, you'd think that it would have the ability to take those 14 cores and leverage them, but they are clocked slower, so who knows. The other thing that really surprised me about the CPU is that I thought that since it was clocked lower, that it might do worse in some games for FPS, but in average it did the same or better in some games than the 1660 did, and that kind of blew my mind. I'm thinking that the case where Starfield did so well was that, you know, I had to wait to get the CPU, and it was some time between tests from the 1660 video and the 2680 video now for the 14 core CPU. But the frame rates in Starfield were crazy higher, and I'm thinking that's attributable maybe to the fact that Starfield could leverage more cores, and the fact that I got at least a couple NVIDIA driver updates from then. Who knows? But that kind of blew my mind. So it goes to show you what a little optimization in drivers can do. It might have liked the 14 core. One thing to note though, the VRMs got really toasty on this X99 motherboard. It just needs active cooling or replace VRMs, whatever. But overall, the tests really shocked me and really surprised me in a good way. And for the price I pay for that CPU, oh, it's a no-brainer upgrade, especially if your motherboard supports it. Thanks for watching. Remember this tech.